News7 Tamil நேயர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். கல்லூரி சாலை நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு உங்களை வரவேற்பது சௌமியா. இன்னைக்கு கல்லூரி சாலை நிகழ்ச்சியில நம்ம கூட BPP University உடைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ரெக்ரூட்மெண்ட் ஹெட் மிஸ்டர் தரஞ்சித் சிங் இணைஞ்சிருக்காரு. Hello sir. BPP has been extremely successful in the Indian subcontinent. What has worked so well for the BPP University, sir?
Well, there are two main reasons. One is BPP works very closely with their partner agents across India, and when I say we work very closely, is what we do is we try to collaborate with them and take their feedback and make sure that we design our programs according to the students' need and make sure that we give them the support that they need. And instead of just selling a particular program, we want to make sure that student gets what is best for them, and those programs are beneficial for them in their professional life in the future. And second is we provide the support to the students from the beginning till the end, even after completing the courses, where we do provide all kind of career support and the academic support that they require throughout their journey. And we have some amazing faculty who understand Indian students. They know how the students are going to pursue their education in the UK after completing their education in India and once they reach the UK. So that has really been helped us attracting more students and making sure that we create an environment for the students who really want to come to BPP and make a good life out of it and have a good professional life.
We understand that the students from India over the past 12 months has significantly increased. What did BPP do differently to attract so many students, sir?
Well, as I mentioned that we did design programs which are really in demand, and of course the students do struggle with intakes, and they have to wait longer durations to enroll themselves for the intake. So now we have rolling intakes, we understand, and there is a flexibility for the students as well, where they can choose their intake and they can take admission as per their convenience. And at the same time, we have created a process for them. The application process is very convenient, it's very fast, and a very supportive environment that we have created here in India itself, and that helps us attract more students.
BPP prides itself as the university for professions. Can you please elaborate it?
BPP is a part of BPP Education Group that works globally with more than 7,000 businesses to train and develop skills for their staff. Not only that, we focus on teaching and learning rather than research. Our research is our clients, and this informs our program development. For example, we train students from 4 biggest accountancy firms and 19 out of 20 law firms. We develop program tailored to their needs, and means not only they getting technical qualification, but they also learn skills which employers want, and this will make them more attractive when they look for their employment. The interesting fact here is BPP ranks number 4 in the entire UK when it comes to future employability, and BPP ranks number 2 against the Russell Group of 24 leading universities. And when it comes to postgraduate students getting into highly skilled occupation after completing their qualification, we also focus significantly on future skills development and enhance our programs continuously to reflect the current and evolving world of work. We have programs where we engage with our employers who were telling us how their work environment need to change, and this led to setting up a technology school, which is really exciting innovation.
What support does BPP provide to students from India, sir?
We do support the students and provide all the services that they need right here in India. That includes the application process and all the documentation process. We have a dedicated team who sits in Mumbai who helps the student with their application process. And this also means that the students can meet their academic and English requirements. Does not necessarily means that they have to go through the IELTS, but they can also come to BPP by giving our own test, which is available free of cost. And we also ensure that the students are supported once they reach UK, where we have a team of engagement officers who's responsible to support the students right from the day they get the CAS letter till they complete their term 1, so that the students can come up with difficulties and they can discuss their problems in terms of their assignments, their accommodation, their part-time jobs, and BPP has a dedicated team to address all those issues.
What happens after the completion of study at BPP University, sir?
A very important question. As you know, UK is providing graduate route to all the students who complete their masters in the UK. They can stay there for 2 years and they can complete their qualification and then take the opportunity to work there in the UK and enhance their professional skills. In the past few years, a lot of students have actually been successfully granted the graduate route, and they've been working there and they wanted to enhance their qualifications and their professional skills before they come to the UK. But there are few students, and if the student misses the opportunity of passing their exams at BPP University, there could be several reasons. Like the student might be missing out on classes, not submitting the assignments on time. In those instances, the students will have to return back to India.
Does BPP provide any placements for the students, sir?
Of course, there are 2 ways the students can engage. We do organize a lot of events from different employers who can give the visibility to the students on the job opportunities that they have. At the same time, the students can access our career support team. It could be offline, it could be online, and that is through the virtual campus that they have. And the interesting part here is BPP is one of the universities who provide career support to the students even after completing the qualification. So they can come to our career support team, they can seek guidance not only during their academics but even after completing their courses. So within 18 months after completing the courses, the student can come to BPP University and seek guidance regarding their careers.
Is there any scholarship for the Indian students, sir?
Yes, definitely. We do provide a lot of scholarships to the Indian students that ranges between £1,900 till £2,500. And of course, if you look at the course fee structure that BPP is offering, it's quite affordable and it's very competitive. It's very easy for the student to take admission at BPP, and the fees are very affordable. So, which is why we have seen a lot of increment in the students that we take from India, and that's why the students like BPP, not only for the academic support that we provide, but at the same time the financial support BPP is providing the students.
What are the future plans for BPP in India, sir?
BPP India is critical for our success, and BPP is the number 1 recruiter in India in terms of number of students that we take from India region. And of course, we know there is a demand. We are expecting our intakes to increase by 25% next year as well. We have also added to our portfolio various programs, variants that includes your data analysis and your digital marketing that has a huge demand, and it has been providing student continuous development, and that is only possible with the partner agents that we have in India.
Any advice for Indian students aspiring to study in UK, sir?
A very important question. Yes, definitely. I would like to advise, I think there are 5 things that students should know, not only once they reach UK, but even before they leave India. One is to make sure that they carry a good working laptops, and second, they should be attending their classes regularly. 100% attendance is what the student should be focusing on, and giving priority to their studies rather than their part-time jobs. And of course, when it comes to Indian culture, there is, and if you look at the Indian education system, during their academic year, the student should be very careful about their assignments and projects. A lot of students, what they do is they just copy paste information. They do a good research, but they end up copy pasting the information on their projects, which is considered as misconduct. That is called plagiarism. And a lot of students don't know about this once they reach UK. So the student should be aware of it and make sure that they don't copy paste. The simplest way to learn in the UK is to understand things and to write it in your own words. And The fourth thing that I would expect from a student is to ask for help. As I mentioned, BPP is known for the support that they're providing their students right from the beginning and even after completing their education qualifications. We have dedicated kiosks in our campuses, in all of our campuses, where the students can go, approach the engagement officers, they can ask for help, have a sip of coffee, and then relax, and then probably get the answers to the questions and the queries that they have. Lastly, make sure that the students engage. Make sure you engage with the engagement officers. And if the UK team is trying to contact you, if the India team is trying to contact you, they're not calling you to trouble you, but they're calling you to support you with your application, with your documentation, and of course, with your online learning material and all the technical difficulties that you may experience. So if they are contacting you, please don't ignore the calls. Answer those calls. They're just trying to help you there.
Any advice for the Indian students aspiring to study in UK, sir?
A very important question, and yes, there are a few things that I would like the students to know before going to the UK. One is they should be carrying laptops, okay? Because we have seen students going to the university with empty-handed and not having laptops during their exams. I think laptop in today's world is not a luxurious item. It is a necessity. Irrespective of whether you are a student, you're a professional, whether you are employed, whether you are unemployed, you should need a laptop. If you're a student, you can do the research, you can make your projects, you can submit your assignments, and if you're a professional, you can make presentations, you can do your data work, and if you're unemployed, it can also help you find a job, right? And most importantly, on Sunday, if you're free, it will entertain you as well. You can watch a movie on that laptop, right? So these are the things that you should always keep, and make sure that you carry a laptop before reaching UK. Second is the attendance bit. Now, we do understand that the students, they want to go to the UK and they want to explore their culture and their work environment. And a lot of students, they do part-time jobs in the UK. And we are not saying no to that. The students have the rights to do the part-time job. However, what students do is they make the mistake of giving priority to their part-time jobs instead of their education. What happens with that is, if they don't attend the classes, they miss out on the classes. What happens is they don't know when to submit the assignments. They don't know how to prepare the projects and assignments, and that results in failing the student. And if the student fails their masters in the UK, they lose out on their graduate route. They don't get the extended 2 years of work permit, and they have to travel back to India. So the advice is students should be focusing more on their studies. And of course, it is just a 1-year master's program if they're going to. It is a 3 years of bachelor's program. My suggestion is focus on your education in these years, and the rest of the life, it's all about working and growing professionally. The third is in India, I just wanted to start with giving you a little example. The Indian education system is completely opposite to UK's education system. What the students do in India is they mug up the answers, they by heart the answers, and they copy paste that information on the answer sheet. The end result is student gets 100 marks, right? But if the student do the same thing in the UK, they fail the exams. They don't get marks because that is considered as misconduct, that is plagiarism, and student can't do that. I would say the easiest way to study in the UK is to understand and then write it in your own words. I think once the student do that, I don't think the student can fail the exams. Another thing that I would like to suggest to the students is that they should be engaging with the engagement officers. I mentioned earlier that there is an engagement team who helps the student right from the day they get the CAS letter till the time they complete their term 1. Now, a lot of students in India, they don't ask questions. That's a feedback that we have got from the student, and that is something that we have observed with the student's behavior as well. I would like to share one story here where the student came to us and asking for help, where the student said that they have already failed all the 3 attempts that they have given. Now, in such situation, we are really not able to help the student for 2 simple reasons. One is we cannot create a 4th attempt for the student, right? And second, by the time the student completes the 3rd attempt, their visas are expiring. So there is very little that we can do for the student. What we are trying to do here is we are trying to create a support mechanism for the student, and we are encouraging the students to come and approach with their problems and challenges to the university on the very first attempt, so that we can help the student, guide the student, and ensure that the student passes their exams in the very first attempt. I would say 2nd and 3rd attempt is more for the difficult modules where you struggle. And that's when it's really important that the student come to us right at the beginning and discuss the problems. Another story that I would like to explain is there's one student who says that I was withdrawn or terminated from the university, and when I asked him why that happened, he said that he didn't go to the university for 4 weeks. So I asked him why didn't you go to the university for 4 weeks, and he said that I was sick and I was not well, and which is why I didn't go. And I asked him, did you inform the university? He said no. So the university need to know what the problem that you're experiencing so that they can help you and support you, right? So if you're facing challenges with your part-time jobs, if you're facing challenges with your academics, if you're facing challenges with your assignment submissions, please do approach the university. We have all the support that you need there itself. And as I said, all the student has to do is ask for help. And a lot of students don't do this, and that's when they start facing hardships once they reach UK.
Where is the university located in the UK, sir?
Well, a lot of students, they want to explore the London city. It's one of the beautiful cities in the entire world. It's the financial capital of the world. So BPP is located in central London. We have 6 major campuses in central London itself. The headquarters is in Shepherd's Bush. We have a center in Waterloo, Holborn, King's Cross, London City, and we have now our biggest campus at Portsoken Street. It's a 2-story building, very beautiful building with all the latest facilities available there. We also operate in Manchester and Birmingham. So if any student, any management student wish to go to Manchester for their education, they can opt that option at BPP University.
How could a student apply in the university, sir? And what is the admission process?
It's very simple, actually. We have a consultancy. We have a business partner in Tamil Nadu, which is located in Namakkal and Coimbatore. The students can approach Success Point Consultants. They are one of our oldest partners, working with us for a very long time now. And as I mentioned, that BPP is all about supporting the students. And that is why we have such an amazing relationship with Success Point Consultant, is because Success Point also believes in supporting the students, not only during their application process, but even after completing their application process in BPP. It's very simple. They can approach Success Point Consultant and they can put in their application to BPP University. We do work very closely with Success Point, and we process all the applications. So initially, you get an offer letter. Once you get the offer letter, you just have to pass one interview at university. The moment you pass your interview, all you have to do is pay the tuition fees and apply for the caste letter. We have a very speedy process. We have a very efficient team who will help you with your applications and document process. At the same time, they will also train you before you leave India and reach UK.
Thank you for your valuable time with us, sir.
Thank you very much. Really nice having you here. Thank you.